Kol Loyam La Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shah Ba'Shem Kakudash. Double honors to my leaders, the apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to the elect. I am Lakamah, back again to do the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shah. I'm going to get straight to it and let the scripture speak. 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 24 in the AMP translation. Do not know that in a race all the runners run their very best to win, but only one receives the prize? Right. Runners run in a race their very best, but only one receives the prize. And that prize is a gold medal. In order to receive that gold medal, you have to come in first place. And in order to come in first place, you have to run your best. You have to run the fastest. Run your race in such a way that you may seize the prize and make it yours. Right? As a son of God, you must run your race in a way that you may seize the prize and make it yours. And the prize that we desire as the sons of Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shah is the kingdom of heaven. A crown of life from Lord Yahweh Shah's hand. Being joint heirs with Lord Yahweh Shah in the kingdom of heaven. And being a member of the 144,000. That's the prize that the men of the Lord desire to obtain. Now, every athlete who goes into training and competes in the games is disciplined and exercises self-control in all things. Right? Athletes train and they are disciplined and exercises self-control in all things. They do it to win a crown that withers, but we do it to receive an imperishable crown that cannot wither. Right? So these athletes that train their body, that are disciplined and exercises self-control, do it to win a crown that withers, a crown that passes away. Think of some of the great athletes of today. One who comes to mind, Michael Jordan. A Hall of Famer. In order for Michael Jordan to obtain 6 rings, he had to put in the work. And that's by training, being disciplined and exercising self-control to become one of the greatest basketball players of all time. If not the greatest basketball player of all time. But those 6 rings that Michael Jordan have obtained is perishable. It decays. But we, the sons of Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shah, the crown that we desire to obtain is imperishable. Meaning it doesn't withers. This crown that we're seeking to obtain cannot decay. In the scripture, this crown is known as a crown of life. So the crown that we desire is incorruptible. It's immortal. Therefore, I do not run without a definite goal. Right. We're running for the kingdom of heaven. And we are for sure that the kingdom of heaven is coming. We're certain that the Lord will crown us with a crown of life. But in order to receive this crown of life, we must put in the work. I do not flail around like one beating the air, just shadow boxing, right? The word flail means to swing. Shadow boxing, you're throwing punches, you're swinging, throwing jabs, hooks, uppercuts. But like a boxer, I strictly discipline my body and make it my slave, right? So like a boxer, a man of the Lord strictly discipline his body and make it his slave. Boxers are very disciplined. One that come to mind, Floyd Mayweather. In my opinion, he's the greatest boxer of all time. He got out of retirement as of 2017, but when he was retired, Floyd was still training as if he was getting ready for a fight. He's always in the gym. He's always putting in the work to become better as a boxer. So as the sons of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, we must do the same. We must be disciplined like a boxer. We must be strictly disciplined and have rule over our flesh. We must make it our slave, meaning we must have dominion over our flesh. There's a war between the spirit and the flesh. The spirit wants to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and the flesh wants to serve sin. But we have to have rule over our flesh so our flesh does not fulfill its desires, which is to transgress the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So we must strictly discipline our body so that it won't be a servant to sin. And true discipline is obedience, being a doer of the word, not a hearer only. True discipline is rehearsing righteous acts. So that after I have preached the gospel to others, I myself will not somehow be disqualified as unfit for service, right? Preaching the gospel of the kingdom of heaven to the children of Israel is part of serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It's part of the service. Feeding the sheep with knowledge, wisdom, understanding is part of the duty of a man of the Lord. Preaching good tidings to the meek. And if we do these things which are pleasing to the Lord, which is faith, obedience, and feeding his sheep, We will be declared righteous in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai's eye. We will be fit for service. And if we're fit for service, we will be granted salvation and mercy when Lord Yahweh shall return. And we will obtain that crown of life. But in order to obtain a crown of life from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, we must be disciplined. We must train. We must exercise self-control and rule over the flesh. As it is written, he that haveth no rule over his spirit is like a city broken down without walls. So we have to have self-control. Call on La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Akakodash. Shalom.